In running a judo school, I think it's very important that you have classes for every level. You have a beginner class, you have an intermediate class, and you have an advanced class. And they all can be recreational in nature. And then you have a competition class that's geared towards training and winning and competing. Okay, and you want to keep your competitors away from your recreational students. But it is important that you have a basic class where people are, under 6 months in judo. Everybody's learning how to fall, everybody's learning the basics of hold downs, everybody's learning the basics of doing uchikomi and moving and attacking and maybe throwing on the crash pads. That's a basic class. Then you also want to have an intermediate level where people have been in judo 6 months, they understand the fundamentals, but now they're being pushed to the next level and a higher level of learning. And then you want to have something after that for your advanced students. And I do think it's important, regardless of how big your school is, it's important that you keep those levels separate, because the only way to have a really big dojo is you have to have classes for everybody. So it might start out with only 2 at the beginning, but if you don't make that separate time slot, then you're never going to have a lot of people at that level. And I think people feel comfortable training at that level, because as soon as you put them in something over their head that they're not ready for, it's a reason for them to quit. And the one thing I give as an example is sort of gymnastics. Right? You would never have somebody that can do a triple backflip in the same class as somebody who's just walking in the door for the very first time learning how to do a tumble salt. Right? They're never going to be in the same class in gymnastics. They understand there's levels and they stay with their level. And that's why the place is beaming with students. Because at one point in time, they didn't have any students, but they broke it down by level and everybody advances through the chain, and before you know it, you have a full house. And so that's the way you should approach your judo academy.